So we will start our journey. You see, first we will go to, so you see that in every session, we use a small verse, and the verse in Sanskrit is more or less a two-liner or a four-liner. It is a compressed zip folder. So a master who spent his entire life in the journey do not sit after realization, but select masters, not all the masters, but the select masters who wants to pass on the wisdom. But they have spent, say, for example, 10 years in the journey of discovery. So they had variety of experiences and they want to pass on the wisdom. So in earlier days, they learned the Sanskrit grammar, they learned the logic, and ultimately they chose a specific word in Sanskrit so that maybe 1,000 pages of his experience can be compressed into a two-liner. This is what happens. A book edited by Brandy and Stephen and Sam, it contains hardly 400 pages. But when I read it again, I realized that it can be expanded to 4,000 pages because I have not included everything into it. So that is the importance of a master and a teacher, a seeker tradition, because you get that knowledge from the teacher. So these masters choose words very carefully. Why I use the word carefully? They do not want to, if I use the word, you will understand, over explain and under explanation. Neither over nor under, as it is. That is why you always hear from me that I pick up a particular verse and then I explain it, I open it, I elaborate it, I explain it. That is the journey. Why that is the journey? Because the intellect should be filled up with the right knowledge about the real self, so that after conviction, through contemplation and reflection, it should be realized in the mind and the life changes. Okay, that was one topic. We will go back to the conventional methods to purify the mind. You already understand what it means by purification of the mind. I need not to talk a lot about it. What is the purification of the mind? What happened to you when you wake up in the morning today? Did you have any kind of a stress or a duality or a conflict? That is the impurity of the mind. Or you did not have it. Or you started thinking, I have a lot of problems, a lot of challenges. That is also the impurity of the mind. Do you still remember the 5 things that we talked about? I felt like a crow. What else? I felt like a crow, the focus like a crane, the sleep like a dog for the journey, and filter overthinking and overeating. That is going to change the life. Now another question arises. Another question. A couple of weeks ago, I think, Stephen was we both were talking to each other. And he said that it is all about understanding and the knowledge. He used a specific word. Yes, answer is yes. The entire journey is all about understanding. What is understanding? The knowledge. What is knowledge? It is my experience. What is that experience? It is awareness. By which we discover real self, pure consciousness, and then we think, speak, and act out of the real self. Now, the question arises, I've been working on purifying the mind, so I will stop all the desires. Then how can you exist? How can you live? How can you live? You feel hungry, you need food. So these conventional methods, pay attention. These conventional methods helps the seeker to refine, redefine personal, professional, social, and the family life. In your head, not outside. Don't start preaching, but set an example that if your dad is angry, you cool down. I have told you a couple of times. When my honey speaks, I remain quiet. She doesn't speak, I still remain quiet. So there is no problem. Why there will be a problem? So these conventional method acts as a bridge between you, your real self, and the world outside. Otherwise, the impure mind acts as a bridge between the world outside and ego inside. So conventional methods introduces, now I'm using another statement. Conventional methods introduces peace, love, wisdom, happiness in your social, professional, personal, and family life. Did you get it? Say yes, even if you don't get it. No problem. At least you remember the statement, contemplate, so that you will come to know that, oh, this is the way I should think. I should think. Do we want that? That my external life should also be full of peace and happiness. I've been saying the peace is your essential nature, it is within you, beyond the mind. Okay, it is beyond the mind, Federal Reserve have all the money there, what is the utility of it? Unless I get something to spare and to earn, to use it. So once you get that understanding, then there are 5 or 6 conventional methods. The first one is known as the yajna, literally means sacrifices, and further it means connect, contribute, and gratitude. So you are living your life by connecting consciously, contributing consciously, and paying gratitude all the time. This guy is not important. Now see that how you feel that sense of gratitude. This teacher is not important. Why? If the students are not there, what the teacher will do? So does the teacher connects with the students with that feeling, with that attitude? The life changes. So second, I'll explain that in a little bit later. Second is the charity. We will understand that charity. Third is the austerity. Fourth is the japa. We will talk about it. And the fifth is the pilgrimage. I'm using a simple word and then I will explain what it means, the pilgrimage, by a seeker. By an ordinary person, you can go to the pilgrimage to your religious places, but that is totally different here. And the fifth is the small vows. What is the small vows? I will not be reactive today for 5 hours. Come what may. I have been reacting to my Say, for example, mom or honey, this is not good, so I will not react today for 5 hours, whatever the situation is. You take the small goals. Why? You're changing the mind. You want to purify the mind. Remember that. Don't forget that we are purifying the mind. Now come to the yajna. I told you, remember, connect how you can connect consciously. We normally connect with our ego, with our past relationship. Oh, you're my students, you should listen to me. Or if the teacher says that, that is unbecoming of a teacher. Do whatever you want to. You are listening, good. You are not listening, that is also good. You already have seen a lot of people come and go. It doesn't make any difference. So connect consciously, contribute how mentally and emotionally I am connected to you. Not by the ego. We both are human beings. We both are here on the earth to evolve. We both have different levels of awareness, understanding. So I will contribute by expressing peace, joy, and happiness to you so that I create a conducive condition for myself and for you also. So what happens? When I think in that way, then I don't have any reactive, angry, and agitated attitude towards or against anyone. It is not only that, no, my mind is so pure, but my dad mind is so much impure, so he reacts. That will not work. Are you understanding? And then after contributing, that is the way of contribution. You're contributing to the evolution of others. You are not thinking, speaking, and acting in such a way so that the other may react. If the others are reacting on something that you have never said, so be calm. Why? I want a purity of the mind. Why? I want to realize my real self. That is the goal. Think of this. Then gratitude to the entire existence in the universe, how we will classify this world. Now, I told you the 6 conventional methods. We are talking of the yajna, and yajna also has the 6-fold practices. Did you get it? Connect, contribute, and gratitude. So now you will understand. You might have heard that we talk about 330 million gods and goddesses. So the first division is known as the Dev Yajna. Deva means God. Literal translation in the West. And now I told you, every word is chosen very carefully by these masters. So what is the meaning of Deva in Sanskrit? Deva, you roughly translate that means God. And but what exactly is the essence of the word Deva? Deva means to give. Are you ready to give? Peace and happiness and love and wisdom in your relationship, in your personal, professional, social life. You have started contributing mentally. Look at it. So one is a very crude meaning, oh, gods and goddesses, there are many gods and goddesses. So what these masters have done, that they named water god. Water gives us. They do not send us the bill. It's giving. Are you seeing that? So that is the essence. Essence is, water gives us, sun gives us, earth gives us, air gives us. They do not send the bills. Can I connect myself consciously, deliberately? No, I'm already connected. No, I'm connected by my ego. I never think about it. I'm ready to go to your house to fight, but to reach to your house, all the five elements are contributing. Are you are you getting it? I'm trying to convey the masters of these masters. They are contributing. How can you reach? How can I reach to your house? How can I speak without air? So we drop the burden of that ego by the first practice of yajna. I'm connecting consciously every day. When I'm connecting consciously, how you connect consciously? There is a very interesting way. The first time you put your feet on the earth planet, so you regard earth as a mother who protects. You become aware of the breath is going in from the existence and coming out. That has made me alive. The sun is giving the sunlight. So I just become aware of my surrounding through these five elements consciously. No, but what will happen? I know you might be thinking about it. What will happen? Because of the ego, because of the impurity of the mind, we are already disconnected. Don't you see that? My mind is so much overburdened with reactions and anger and hesitation and delusion that I never think about it. Are you getting it? Say yes. If you're not getting it, so you have to rethink, think and contemplate. So that is why the word yajna is achieved. Now go further. I achieved. I earned $1 billion. I am a self-made man. Let me remove the five elements. Tell me, where is your self-made man is? They help us indirectly or not? Every day, every moment, they are helping us. They are contributing to our evolution, and we claim I am a self-made man. So when you counter, argue with these thoughts, then we realize all our achievements, success, prosperity are related to existence. Without relating it to the existence, there is no attachment, there is no accomplishment. Are you getting it? Or should I explain it differently? Say yes. Oh, in New Jersey, without Barbara, she supported me. I always say that you have been supporting me. How come, her her grand son used to come to me. So why I say that I should charge that much, but why shouldn't I say that you are supporting? Think, please think. You are crushing your ego in daily living, in your personal, professional, and social life, and you realize all our achievements, accomplishment, success, prosperity are related to the existence. I don't become aware of it. All accomplishment is coming from the material universe, isn't it? When you use the word accomplishment and achievement, tell me. Any achievement and any accomplishment. You say that you have $1 million in your account. Is that $1 million belongs to you? Since birth, no. I achieved it from the existence. So that sense of humility awakens in my mind. And the humility is a great purifier of the mind. Our response will raise our level of awareness, not only we create a conducive condition for ourselves, but for everyone who is around me. You're a great seeker. Are you getting it? Otherwise, if we do not follow and apply this conventional method of yajna in our daily life, then how I am connected to the world? By desire. I don't know whether it's a binding desire or unbinding desire. And then I get angry and I get agitated and then I react. So every day I purify the mind by practice of meditation, and every day I make it impure. Look at the beauty, the way the master is talking about that, how to connect, contribute, and be grateful to the world outside, or you can say existence. Further, I can say that existence or that word is nothing but how to connect, how to raise my level of awareness, being grateful to whatever is with me, with this in my personal, professional, social, and family lives. So that desire is a connection between the material world and our mind to be happy. That is the previous case of a non-seeker. So my desire is not fulfilled, then I'm unhappy with you. You have replaced that one. Are you getting it? Say yes. You're replacing. Oh, my mom is angry. Thank you very much. Let me cool down and remain calm. My son or my dad or my mom or whosoever, my friend. Withdraw. Withdrawal is not a weakness. First withdraw, then connect consciously, contribute, and be grateful. You are angry, and if I don't become angry, am I not contributing something towards you or to myself? Don't go to the social phrases, women lib, man's lib, somewhere, in India we have a man's liberation movement. We say that rules are against the man. And here we have a women liberation. It's that. You are already liberated. Why are you talking of women liberation? Are you getting it? I've taken the first part of the yajna. So what is going to happen now? See that. Once I connect consciously, I contribute and being grateful, what is going to happen? My action, I will perform the right action with the right intention, with the right attitude. I'm doing a good karma. Good karma purifies the mind. Good karma purifies the mind. Think. So now is that moment. I have changed the title of our journey, Live in Mindfulness. Now, every day you wake up in the morning, the first thing you look around yourself, be conscious, connect to it, rather than the desire connecting me to the world. Desire leads to delusion. We have already discussed. Desire is anger, desire is hesitation, desire is attachment, desire is detachment, desire is stress, desire is suffering. I'm not fulfilling the desire. No, you are doing it. Inner attitude has changed. So now you are not living, thinking, and speaking in the world with the impurity of the mind. You are living in thinking and speaking with the purity of the mind. Think. Look at the beauty. Normally, I will add one more and then we will go for the practice. normally, not normally, I would say that if you go to many ashrams and monasteries, so the word yajna is used that you collect 10 different items and then the priest comes and then the priest offers those items into the fire with the chanting of the mantras for your peace and prosperity and success. That is a primitive practice. And gradually, every master refined that practice and they have brought this practice at the level of the knowledge, at the level of understanding. Whatever I have explained to you. Very good. So let us start our journey. Eyes are closed, my friends. Eyes are closed. And I have been telling you, do you remember position of the body? Eyes are closed gently and check how fast you are settled. Where you are settled? You are settled in a comfort. Don't ask me what is comfort. Everyone, every living species in this world naturally wants to move to the state of the comfort. Only the human being can do it consciously. That is why I'm asking, don't ask me what is comfort. And then looking at the neck joint, being there, feeling sensation, comfort, and steadiness. We are deepening the state of the comfort. No duality, no conflict in the mind means we are aware. Now you are aware of the shoulder joints. You experience sensation, comfort, and steadiness, and you are settled once and for all. So when you are settled, what the mind has to think? Nothing. So what is the state? A state of nothingness. It is not that after doing all the steps, you enter into the state of nothingness. You can experience that state. Moving the mind on the hip joint, be there. When you are there, you feel sensation, comfort, and steadiness. You are settled in a comfort. I'm using a phrase so that it should go in deep inside your head. So you are already settled in a comfort. What the mind will be seeking? Nothing. Nothing is nothingness. That is why we say that you experience the space and emptiness. I told you it is all about understanding, knowing. So the entire body, now it's the entire body, sensation, comfort, and steadiness. So when I say the space means what? You're already settled in a comfort and mind is not seeking anything from outside. That is the state of nothingness. We normally want to picturize and imagine the space. That is not a right approach. And then being carefree. Now, carefree, the thoughts, feeling, and the images will continue to enter into the mind as a unwelcome, uninvited guest. Why, that is the work of the mind. We are doing meditation, but mind has to take care of the survivals, instinct. So it will remain awake. So that is why we are being carefree. Those thoughts are coming and going. And we are separate from it. We are separate from that. I'll explain you in a different way again in our following sessions. So, in that state of being comfortable, being carefree, another way to take care of the mind means what? Another way to purify the mind, to replace it with the mantra. So, mentally recite Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu. You already know it. After the recitation, we go to the meaning, let there be a happiness for all. No, but we do not stop there. We contemplate and reflect to find the knowledge and the essence in it. So, what we find? I am a living species, yes. There are trillions of living species, yes. All living species is seeking happiness, yes. That is why the happiness is our essential nature. Why I'm not getting it? Because of ignorance, because of the impurity of the mind. That is why I'm doing it. You think and contemplate. Or even if you do not think, you become aware of it. I would rather say that. Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. Let there be peace for all. So now you see that? Normally, we are always seeking peace and happiness and the joy for all of us. So you move from the selfishness to selflessness. I can go on explaining. Once you get the entire explanation, the mind becomes pure. So the same thing, the peace is our essential nature. It means for all the living species, everyone is seeking peace. So what happens to the mind? Then the mind settles within. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Purnam, let there be a wholeness in me. When I am complete in myself, you declare it, and then keep on watching the mind. The mind says, no, I want this. Oh, but you are complete in yourself. Why you have an unbinding desire? Why you have a binding desire? The mind drops the hesitation. That is the sense of this line. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. You are saying in your mind, Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Let there be auspiciousness for all. There are 50 different ways of invoking auspicious moment in our life. And the one that we miss it, we don't do it with a feeling, is Namaste Mudra. You fold your hands with the attitude and the mind that what with the meaning. What is the meaning of Namaste? I am you and you are me. Don't you see the connection? Conscious connection, paying gratitude. We do it mechanically and habitually, like hi and hello. So what happens that I'm you and you are me, so that selfishness is not there. Then what is there? That let us evolve together. So when you think like this, let us evolve together, will your mind be impure? See that. How the masters have explained it. We want a marriage between the intellect and the mind. So that is what we did by the mantra, and now we are going to do it with the breathing. Body is steady, comfortable, carefree mind, looking inside the forehead in the space. Keep looking. I told you, what do you mean by the space? And you are aware. So there you drop Om Shanti gently, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. With that, Om Shanti. Now you start breathing from the chest. Inhale, expand the chest. Exhale, contract the chest. Only in the chest. Om Shanti continues. The steadiness in the body continues. Continue. Quick and short breath into the chest. Om Shanti inside the forehead in the space, and body is steady. You all are doing very good. Keep on. And stop it. Do nothing. Experience the change. What is that change? Sensation, tingling, numbness, relaxation, freshness. Are they objective experience or subjective? They are objective, pertaining to the body. We have to yet to complete the journey. We want a subjective peace and happiness. So normally people get carried away by these objective experiences. They claim, oh, when we do the breathing, we relax. So it means relaxation lies in the breathing. I have to clear my notion. I have to be very clear. We are purifying the mind only. Maybe a result, maybe a purification. That's okay. Result may be the freshness or calmness. Now keep on Om Shanti inside the forehead. And now start breathing from the belly. It's a little longer breath. You inhale, the belly goes out. You exhale, the belly squeezes in. Om Shanti continues. I have added lot of subtle steps. Normally people go by what is written in a book, but if I understand what is written in a book, I can customize and personalize it. When that personalization comes, if you have learned it in a master and a disciple tradition. Continue, my friends. Longer breath into the belly, in and out. Continue, please. I'm not doing it long enough. I have already done today 30 minutes. Now stop this, also do nothing. You're experiencing the changes, very good. But maintain awareness that they are experiences by doing something. But when I say peace and happiness are my essential nature, that means I need not to do anything. Looking inside again. Keep on, continue Om Shanti deep inside the forehead in the space. Did you understand? Are you still aware what I mean by the space? The mind is now the inward moving. That reflects the space. As such, there is no space there. Step by step, we are going deeper. Okay, and now is the time to do the breathing both from the belly and the chest. Sound is like this that you are hearing when I do it. You're consciously aware that you inhale into the belly and the chest. You exhale from the belly and the chest. Everyone is doing beautiful. Please keep on. And now stop it. Start breathing deep, silent, and slow. As you inhale, move the mind from the crown of the head to the tailbone, singing in your mind, Om Shanti. Om starts at the crown of the head and Shanti ends at the tailbone. During inhalation and during exhalation, Om starts at the tailbone and Shanti ends with the Shanti at the crown of the head. So you're merging, you're syncing the deep silence, slow breath, the movement of the mind, and the Om Shanti. Where? In the spine. Why you are in the spine? Again, we want to keep the mind inward moving. That is why I use the reference as a space. Now leave this step also. Move the mind in the cave of your heart, triangle. moving the mind on each side of a triangle with dropping Om Shanti. Couple of times clockwise and anti-clockwise until you find mind in the Om Shanti sinks, seems to be empty, it is living within. That is the time. Pushing the mind with Om deep inside the cave of your heart, mind seemingly stops. There you drop Shanti, and after that you are doing nothing until the unwelcome thought enters again and it takes your attention away. Otherwise, you remain in that state. Mm, Shanti, you said it, and now self absorption, that sense of I-ness is not there, and you are still aware. That is where we want to be. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your mind on the right hand, your mind on the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes, open the eyes inside. Know your experiences, bring the hands down. We'll share our experiences. If you have any doubt, later you can ask that question. So, how are you, Vaibhav?
So I'm good. It was peaceful,
Uh,
very calm.
Very calm, peaceful, wonderful. Yes, you have to remain peace and calmful. How are you, Stephen?
Good, thank you. First, very grateful to everybody on this call. Um, Today, I'm just completely absorbed in my meditation. It was quiet, it was peaceful, there was no thoughts. The only moment
Good.
of stirring was when you started chanting Om Shanti, and this just explosion of happiness took place. So, just a great experience. Thank you.
Beautiful. That is beautiful experience. How are you, uh, Barbara? We don't hear you.
You
Yeah,
hear?
now we hear.
Okay. Very peaceful, very calm, and it's a place I just wanted to remain in.
Beautiful. Yeah, that's a beautiful experience. I can point you out that it is because when we understand these principles, it results into the mental maturity. And then you practice meditation. It brings a tremendous result. How are you, Brandy?
Good morning. I'm fine. Thank you.
We don't hear.
You
Yeah.
don't hear me?
Now we hear.
Okay.
No, we hear.
You're good?
Yeah.
Okay. My meditation was really good. It was peaceful and grounding, and my breath was a little bit softer and thicker today. That's the best way I can kind of describe it.
Yes.
Um, but the quality was notably different, and I just think it needed to be. There's, nothing going on. There's a lot going on, but my breath was different.
Yes. The more softer and the gentler it becomes, it is better. It shows that the mind is changing inside. Beautiful. And how are you, Sam?
Good. Similar to Barbara, it was very deep and felt like I could stay there for a while.
Yes. So I'm going to send you the audio files and just do the practice minimum 7 times today. I had one student, she has been with me for a couple of years, and she said that I did not look at the point. I remember just now. You guys teach me. She said that I heard it, my mind claimed that I understood it, and then I realized during the day that I had some anxiety. So it was a holiday. It happened on Sunday. Then her mind told her that let me listen to it again. And she heard it 7 times. She wrote me back. I need not to ask you any question. All worries are gone. Now I understand what it means. That is the commitment. I'm just saying, no, you don't have time. You are all are busy. Anastasia, how are you?
Thank you very much. This meditation was deep. I felt like in a cocoon, very warm, and I had at the end, I had a feeling of gratitude
Good.
and warm, yeah, and warmth and very easy feelings of joy and happiness. Yeah.
Beautiful, easy feeling of the joy. Obviously, it comes with the gratitude. How are you, Sangeeta?
सर बेस्ट अच्छा था बहुत पीसफुल सर एकदम एब्जॉर्ब
Very peaceful. Yeah, there is not too much to say. That's beautiful. So, how are you, Samir?
Sir, I think understanding is becoming powerful day by day.
Good.
This is my experience
Yes.
during the day as well as all the time. I think understanding is making me more powerful to means to deal with all the problems.
Yeah.
All the thoughts, all the negative thoughts, or whatever the thoughts are, negative or positive. So I
Yeah.
am really feeling good nowadays.
Understanding is nothing but the knowledge, and that knowledge guides our thought, speech, and action in personal, professional, social life.
Because
Because
sir, I
Yeah.
used to do meditation means when I was little bit in anxiety or whatever problem, I used to meditate. And now I'm meditating, but now the understanding is also helping me a lot to means deal with all these things.
Yes, without understanding, practice is useless. That people do not ever think about it. So, how are you, Ashok?
Namaste, sir.
Namaste,
I
sir.
find good and peaceful, and illusion and delusion are now we are understanding that
Good.
become very less. Now we are observing these, contemplating and reflecting is going on during the daytime as well, and we understand the anxiety level also going down very less. Now we understand what is anxiety and how it is coming and how we can overcome it. So that's a great.
Beautiful. Desire is impurity. Impurity is there. I have anxiety. Impurity is there. I have anger. Anxiety is, impurity is there. Then I suffer. Beautiful way to put it. How are you, Terry?
I did a little bit better today with the breathing.
Good.
And then I just started to feel I have a question about that.
Okay.
But I think I answered my own question though. When you're doing the belly breathing, does the breath push the belly or does the belly push the breath? The breath pushes.
Breath push the
Using the muscles to push my breath out because it's hard for me to. So I should work more on using the breath to just draw the belly in.
Yes.
Okay.
So as you inhale, you push the belly out, and as you exhale, pull the belly inside. Push and pull, squeeze and contract. It can expand.
Yeah, but like as a result of the breath going out, sort of at the same time. I was working so hard on it, and for some reason I just stopped laughing. I wanted to keep laughing. I don't know. Then when we moved to the next part, I had the thought that I had some thoughts random, and I imagined that the meditation was like a little bubble that went and grabbed the thought, like the thought would be the past impression, and it was just negating them, like each was capturing them and negating them, like each thought.
Negating, that negating is also doing good. Negating simply means that it is unreal. It's a part of the delusion. So why should I run after it? Finished.
Well, it was like replacing it with the other thought.
That's good. I really got it. And one of the most important thing I want to talk about you. Have you seen Terry? I'm not, doesn't mean that I don't appreciate you all. But I'm saying with such a condition, whenever her level of awareness is high, she does the practice while sitting. Have you noticed? So what happens that you continue the journey, you understand it. Because of those positive impressions, your mind will push you to sit down straight and do the practice. That is the practice of a meditative pose that comes to you naturally. Many of you are doing it. So just keep that attention, keep that knowledge in your mind. Keep that knowledge in the mind that if the mind is pushing me today to sit straight consciously, better to sit. Don't follow the habit of the mind. But yes, but if the situation demands, if the situation is that you cannot sit it, it is okay. Any question, my friend, think of this yajna. We have covered the first part of yajna, which is known as the Dev Yajna. You need not to perform any physical activity. The mind connects with the world consciously, subconsciously, habitually, instinctively, because of the desire. Now you are connecting with the world outside consciously to evolve. And that makes a hell of difference in your personal, in your professional, in your social, in your family life. That needs to be understood clearly. You have already have understood, so it's okay. So that is all for today. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Namaste, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Namaste.
You.
Thank you.